Alright. What's happening? Oh! I fucked up my hair. What's happening? Oh! I fucked up my hair. Let's see, guys. Where are you? Where is everyone? Oh, see, one person in the chat. One person in the chat. Oh my god. Who's there? Who's there? Let's talk about this episode. Yeah. I know I should have given this link earlier. I was rewatching the episode to make sure that I remember everything. Hey! See you, Peck like Pete. Oh, okay, so Arya's size changing when she wears a face. That is really messed up. That should not... That's just not right, man. I don't know. She should... I guess that's how the faceless men's magic works, but I thought you first you train with changing your face without magic, and then the magic training comes after. But I guess the show just decided to skip all that and make Arya be able to change her entire body and voice and everything by just wearing a face. Maybe it's just like an illusion. Tom? What about Tom? Let me see. What do we have around here? I'm trying to set it up, the stream, to set up the stream in a way that I can show you guys part of the episode as I'm talking about it. But since this is the first time I do something like that, I'm worried that I'm gonna fuck something up. But we'll figure it out, you know. Yeah, so it's like she was shorter. She's shorter than Walder Frey, isn't she? I mean, I've never seen them standing side by side, but like right after she took off his face, she was, you know, all of her body was Arya's body again. Oscar, hey, I see you. Yay, exciting. We got people. Okay, so what do you guys, what got you the most excited to see in the episode? Reversed? Can you take maybe, oh, I wonder how you can show me that my image is reversed. Oscar, do you see it reversed too? That's strange. I'm looking at it on YouTube, and it looks good here. Unless you mean like the dragon words here are reversed, because yeah, I think I changed it so that my face is looking that way, because otherwise my face would be looking this way, and it would be weird to see the chat on this side of my face. Yeah, I really love that cold opening. It was funny, like one of my friends posted a picture on Instagram, a picture of Game of Thrones wine, and he posted it on Instagram, and the caption said, I think something like, "It's time to pick our poison," and that was before the episode. So after the episode, I was like, oh man, the phrase would have totally thought that was too soon, too soon. That was like a crazy accidental prediction. But yeah, so cool. So about that scene with Arya, there were a lot of questions, as kind of like, where did she get all that poison? How did she get all the serving girls to work with her? That one is, I figured out that, I mean, once I rewatched it, I saw that one of the serving girls was really shocked after everyone died. So that means that they weren't in on it, and that means that Arya didn't tell them anything, and it was Arya who put the poison in the wine without anyone knowing. But then, where did she get all the poison? I guess she could have just grabbed it from the House of Black and White. They probably give you a lot of assassin stuff, or maybe she stole it. I don't know, maybe she's good at stealing stuff now. Hey! Hello! Was it... How did I pronounce your name again? George? Was it kind of like George? Or is it something that you can't pronounce properly if you don't know a language? Crunchy Superman. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. The world seems a little better now without all the phrase. Yeah, that's true. The armpit of the US. Hello. Hello from the armpit of the US. Okay, so yeah. Was the weirwood in Bran's sled? The tree doesn't have to be alive. Confirmed, I guess. Yeah, there seem to be some weirwood branches on Bran's sled. I need to go back and check if they were there before or not. I don't know if you guys checked. But yes, some people have pointed out that it's possible that the Bran is using them to keep that connection to the weirwoods, and continue to use his powers that way. I think that's possible. But it could also be just to show kind of like another bit of a plot hole where Bran is now capable of doing it without touching a weirwood. But yes, it would definitely make sense if that's what the branches are for, and I hope that is pointed out at some point in later episodes. It would be nice to see that explained. But yeah, going back to the Arya thing, the one thing that I don't know how she did is, like, where did she hide that body? And also, how did she learn to cook? I saw someone talking about that in a chat during our stream yesterday. Oh yes, so I was going to open up this thing here. Yeah, okay, so I have some notes over here. Got a lot of notes. I actually got so many notes, like I noticed so many things that I am desperate right now to make a video, and I am so sad that I have to go to the UK. Actually, like, it's just going to the UK is super exciting, right? It's supposed to be super exciting, but now I'm super sad about it because I don't have enough time to make these videos. So if I do make videos, they're gonna have to be like with next to zero editing. I don't know, it has to be something like super quick, because I really need to make a video about this. Like, there was so much foreshadowing in this episode, I swear. Yeah, let me see. The episode was great, but it seems they're creating holes by moving the plot quickly. That's what's going on with Edmure. What are those Lannister soldiers doing? Are they scouting party? Yeah. Oh, yes. That's the other thing. Is like Arya didn't didn't free Edmure. I was like, what the hell, man? What? Whatever happened? Okay. Anyways, but we do know that Edmure will be in season 7, so we will see him. But yeah, that was weird that she didn't do anything about that. I was like convinced that she was gonna free him. And then the Lannister soldiers, they were just they were sent to deal with what happened at the Twins, which was weird because how did they find out so soon? Like Arya was just coming back from the Twins after doing what she did, and then these soldiers had already been sent to the Twins to deal with that, and they found Arya coming south. So I don't know, that was weird, but that's what they were sent for. Maybe just like to take care of what happened there, or kind of like pick a lord. I don't know, I guess the house, they have to pick a lord themselves, but... And we know that there's gonna be a new Walder Frey, not Walder Frey, but a new Frey lord. And I thought we were gonna see him in episode 1, but I guess not. Okay, let me see. Tormund and Brienne, a true love story, and Lady Mormont should be queen. Yeah, Lady Mormont should definitely be queen. That was intense. But the only thing I didn't like about that is that it felt a bit forced. It felt like they just like shoved it in there, like we need to make her say something. So it's kind of like they just made that line for her. It didn't feel like a natural thing that would happen. It just felt like we need to give Lady Mormont a line in this scene just because people will love it. So that was the only thing that I didn't like. But yes, she's awesome. Either way, she's great. Let me see. Tormund and Brienne was amazing. I loved it. Did the Lannisters send 5 guys to keep the peace at the Twins? Well, there's not a lot of people left there, so maybe, yeah, to keep the peace there. Or just to, like, make sure that, not more Freys get killed. Let me see. Rora's eating popcorn off the floor video. Okay, all right. We'll see about that. I'll talk to you about that later. Peg like Pete. Albondigas during the poop scenes. Oh my god, that must have been terrible. That was a really good little compilation of training that Sam got. I mean, I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, it was a bit of a waste of time, but it was so funny. I loved it. Why Lannister soldiers on the road? There are still ravens flying with news. I need to send you a bottle of aloe. Yeah, I did put on aloe on the first night that I got the sunburn, and then last night I forgot. But it did help a little bit. It's not feeling too bad. And it's starting to peel now, so hopefully I peeled during the week that I'm not streaming, so you guys don't see any of it. Let me see. Yes, so the Lannisters, again, the Lannisters are, like they said, they were sent to take care of what happened at the Twins, and probably to see if they can find the assassin or something. Keep the peace around there. Make sure nothing's out of control. I mean, I don't know how much they can do, but yes. Sam will add the shit to them. That's perfect. Oh my god, that's so good. Yeah, that sucked. Holy crap. Man, that Maester training is terrible. But yeah, I do think Sam is not gonna become a Maester, and I feel like that was a bit obvious, wasn't it? You guys think it was obvious that Sam wasn't gonna become a full-on Maester? He's not gonna earn any chains because he's not gonna have time for that. He's only there to learn about that restricted area, and after he learns about that, which seems like it will be pretty soon, I feel like there's gotta be a reason for him to leave, because he can just keep sending ravens to Jon like he did in that scene. You know, when he learned about the dragon glass at Dragonstone, he was writing a letter to Jon, so that's how he can communicate with Jon. So if he leaves the Citadel, it has to be for a pretty big reason. It has to be something that he can communicate through Raven. No, I didn't notice that YouTube crashed. I was only on Twitter last night after the show. And Twitter was on fire. It was so hard to keep up with that. Let me see. I think there needed to be more Danny time given the episode title. Yeah, that's a good question. A good statement. Yeah, so that's right. The Danny thing. I mean, only having her at the end, but at the same time, Dragonstone. There were a lot of other things related to Dragonstone in that episode. It was, Sam finding out about the Dragon Glass. There was that about Dragonstone. Cersei and Jaime talking about Dragonstone and the place that Danny will land. There were a lot of references. And then also Jon talking about having to mine Dragon Glass at the beginning of the episode. A lot of references to Dragonstone during the episode. But I see your point, yes. How did Jorah end up in Old Town? That's a really good question. Perhaps we will know later, but seemed a bit strange for now. Yeah, it is really weird that he would go straight to the Citadel as if he knew that's where he was gonna get healed. Because I would have just looked for a cure around Essos, around the area that he was. So it's a bit weird that he would go straight to Westeros and get there before Dany as well. But I guess Dany had to wait for all of her ships to be completed before leaving. So it does kind of make sense that he got there before her, but at the same time, how did he know to go straight there? He must have gone straight there. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been there yet. I thought, why doesn't he go and look for the Quaithe, for Quaithe? Like, we saw her healing someone in that episode where she showed up. And Jorah saw her healing someone, so I figured, that was the first person that he would think of. But then again, how does he find Quaithe? How does he know where to go to find her? I don't know. I do hope we find out later how he got there. Are you worried that they didn't move along enough if this episode was representative of how much they can cover in an hour? Yeah, well, this was one of the shorter episodes that they will have, so... And it's episode 1, like episode 1 is always the setup episode. It's always the episode where they show us where everyone is and, to make sure that each storyline has a start. So yes, I'm not surprised that not a lot happened in the first episode, but I do think a lot, like the story's going to start moving really, really fast after the first episode. Ed Sheeran's character, how he will die. I know a lot of people wanted Arya to just stick him with a needle. That would have been hilarious. But I don't think we will see Ed Sheeran again. That was an interesting. And did you guys notice that he was singing that song from the books? If you guys have read the books, it's a song that what was his name? The guy that got killed, the guy that got his tongue torn out by who was it? Joffrey. Joffrey was the one who got his tongue cut out. But in the books, he writes a song for Tyrion, and it's about Tyrion killing Shay, or it's about Tyrion and his hand of the king chain, because it's made of the golden hands, and that's what the song is about in the books, and that's the exact same song that Ed Sheeran was singing. So that was a nod to the books. Hey, Snow in Winterfell, how you doing? Okay. Jon is a cheap bastard. He never lights the chandeliers in the great room, and it's always dark and murky. Yeah, that's true. Yes, Sam did already know about Dragonglass from Stannis. He even said it when he looked at the thing in the books. He said, yes, Stannis told me, but I didn't think... ... It's like, what didn't you think, Sam? Like, obviously, that's what you were supposed to be looking for. Well, and then there's also that other scene where he talked to Jon about what Stannis said, or saying that they need Dragonglass, and then Jon said, yes, well, we would have to find a mountain of it for it to be worth going there to get it. So, and Sam now found a mountain of it, so, yeah. Yeah, Ilyn Payne was the one who cut the tongue out, but it was Joffrey who gave the order. Jorah probably went to the Citadel because they have the most medical knowledge. It's true, yeah, it's true. It makes sense. I just figured there was another place in Essos that was closer that would also have a lot of medical knowledge. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense in the story to bring Jorah back to Westeros instead of leaving him in Essos. I think they just want everything in Essos to be done. They just want to focus on Westeros now. But I feel like in the books, if he had grayscale in the books, I feel like he would stay around Essos. I don't know. It would make a bit more sense. Yeah, Tyrion's son. Yeah. Ed Sheeran will die of too modern of a haircut for the Middle Ages. It's true. Yeah. Yeah. Tyrion, no, Tyrion didn't kill the singer. If that's what you mean. Tyrion got Bran to have him cooked in a stew in one of the cheap inns. What? Are you trying to throw me off here? I don't remember this. I think Bran was the one who killed him, no? The singer? But yeah. What else? Alright, so I wanted to put this over here. The video of the... There was a lot of stuff on the, what's it called? The book that Sam was looking at. Like, I was trying to pause and read the text, and I read some of it on one of the pages, but I wasn't able to read the other one. But I have the episode here that we could go through and look at it. But yeah, let me see. What do you think will turn Arya around? Nymeria, Sandor, and Beric, Melisandre? Yeah, so Arya going to King's Landing, that was weird. We all thought that she would go straight up to Winterfell, but it, I guess she did want to finish off her list. Oh, Bronn. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Bronn, not Bran. Okay, yeah, and I think what will turn her around might be something at that inn, because she is going to make a stop at that inn. We saw the pictures, and it's gonna be something there that makes her turn around. I feel like it might be... people have been saying hot pie. I don't know if hot pie will actually be involved in it, but it would be amazing to see hot pie there. I mean, it would make so much sense, because that is the inn that hot pie stayed at. So if she's not seeing Ed Sheeran there, like we thought, because I thought Ed Sheeran was going to be a mongrel. Is that what they're called? The singers in the medieval times. But he turned out to be a Lannister soldier. So yeah, so I think it would be cool to see if she met Melisandre. Melisandre, meeting her at the inn would be amazing as well. It would be even better than hot pie. And it would be like Arya would want to kill her, and then hopefully Melisandre, because Melisandre is not easy to kill, all right? Like, a lot of people have tried, and none of them have succeeded, because the Lord of Light is always with her, protecting her somehow. And I feel like Arya might try to kill her if they meet, and then she will obviously not get killed. Arya will not succeed at it, and then Melisandre will explain to her that Gendry is still alive, and that will be the first mention of Gendry in the show, which will be foreshadowing that we will see Gendry later on. And yeah, kind of like how they mentioned the Dragon Pit. The Lannister soldiers mentioned the Dragon Pit. I don't know if you guys noticed, but yes, that was foreshadowing that we will see the Dragon Pit. And yeah, could it be Melisandre? I don't know if they will meet Beric and Sandor, because I did want them to meet them, but I feel like they're not in the same area anymore. I'm not sure, because there's too much snow where the Brotherhood is right now. And yes, they did make a stop at that house where the Hound and Arya had stopped before, where they had like the old man with his daughter. That was the house, and it immediately hit me, especially when the Hound started acting like he didn't want to go into the house. I was like, oh yeah, that's probably the house where, he stole the guy's money and ran. Oh yeah, so Nymeria, she will obviously find Nymeria on her way south, as we saw in the preview for the next episode, and that is super exciting. I don't know how that would make her turn around though. But let me see, what are you guys saying? Let me see. Soldiers. Or will there be a plot device or show still hard to not killing them? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, so going back to Nymeria. Nymeria, I still don't know what would happen if Arya finally met Nymeria. I mean, maybe it is what reminds her, like, hey, you know, north is where you're supposed to go. You're a wolf, you're a Stark, you shouldn't be going south, just go to your family. Something like that, you know. And, yes. So that might also be what makes her turn around, but I'm not exactly sure how it would happen. Like, do they make a connection that she worked into Nymeria or something? I don't know. Does she see through Nymeria? Bran? Or a ghost? Does she make that connection? Okay, anyway, so you guys have other questions. Did you ever have a chance to go back and sleuth the identity of the man north of the wall that Jon hits in the trailers with his sword? Looks suspiciously human and part of his team. That's a good question. I mean, I don't think it did look suspiciously human, but I did see a lot of wildlings that looked still like very like a fresh dead body, not like one of those skeletons. So I think there will be a lot of different types of whites. And I do think it was a white that Jon was fighting. And I feel like it kind of felt like the Night King was sending whites at Jon one by one or something like that. But it would be crazy if it was one of the people that came with him. I mean, like, why would he be fighting them, though? Unless they turned into a white right there. I think that would be the only reason. And I do think some of them will turn. Some of the people that go with Jon will die there and be turned right away. And one of the people that excites me the most for that to happen to is actually Beric. I feel like Beric will die and might be brought back by the Night King. And then he will kind of be like a ice and fire white. Something like that. I mean, I know some people don't think that the fire white thing that George R. R. Martin said recently applies to the show, but I do think it does a little bit. I think David and Dan would be aware of that somewhat, and I do think that maybe that's where the magic that Beric has to light his sword on fire, that's why he can do that, because he was brought back by fire. And then imagine if he's been brought back by fire and then brought back by ice. Although I do think that Beric this will be the last time that he dies. He won't be brought back by Thoros again. I think if he does get brought back, it will be by the Night King. And yeah, that will be interesting. Do you think... Okay, do you think Arya kills the Lannister soldiers? Will that be a plot device to show she still has heart by not killing them? Yeah, I think so. I think... I don't think she wants to kill them. I think she's okay with that. It might be something like that where it's shown that Arya shouldn't be killing everyone, even if they're enemies. Something to show that she should have a bit more mercy. That some people are just part of an army just because that's the side they ended up in, not because they picked it. You know, they're probably not Lannisters because they want to be. They were just there. Okay, so... Suggestions for England. The Royal Armories and the Wallace Collection both have great medieval arms, armored, and the other wonderful for Stuffer, and the Royal Manuscript is collection of... Okay, I read that. No, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I might... I will let you guys know all the places that I go to. Like, I will keep you updated while I'm there. So... The Yellitor, hey! How you doing? You're not that late. I just started a little bit ago. Oh my god, it's been half an hour already? What the hell? Yeah, this is great. Yeah, it's true. Snow in Winterfell, I can actually read the questions and take my time answering. Let me see. The humanity Arya got back from... oh no, wait, sorry, I missed one. That house was south of the Twins, and Arya is south of the Twins now too. Well, I mean... Yeah, was it south of the Twins though? Like, why is there such a huge snowstorm there? And... Arya should be pretty close to it, but there's not that much snow around Arya. I don't know, it's kind of weird. She can't bring a direwolf to King's Landing. Yeah, no, she can't. I don't think she would. But, oh, so are you saying that that's why, like, she would try to bring her direwolf back? Or, like, take it with her, and then that's why she would go to Winterfell, because she can't bring it to King's Landing? That might be it. I don't know. So, okay, the humanity Arya got back from meeting the soldiers will help Nymeria recognize her. She had lost part of it as she got darker. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a pretty good point. I like it. Hey, Christian! Christian's here. Sweet. Hello. How are you doing? Alright. Okay, so let me see what else I had written here. Yeah, I wish I knew where in the map that house is. That house of the old man with the girl. I wish I knew exactly in the map where it is. That's very confusing. Man, and just watching the Inside the Episode video, like, David and Dan, they just, they never give any good insight. Like, all they say are just basic things. Anyways, so Arya wears well their face. Oh, did you guys notice that there was no Lannister sigil on King's Landing in the opening? That was disappointing. Didn't Cersei declare herself queen as a Lannister, even though she could still be considered a Baratheon from, you know, having married Robert? I feel like she's not telling anyone, she's not using that Baratheon thing with anyone. Like, she's going full on Lannister. Unless she's trying to trick the rest of the people in King's Landing. I don't know. Okay. Other than that... Oh, yes, so Mira and Bran getting to the wall. That gate... I know some people told me that the gate had spikes and that the gate at the Castle Black doesn't have spikes. And yes, that is correct. It looks like it is going to be the gate at East Watch by the Sea, where Tormund gets sent. Definitely looks like that. They're so tricky with the trailer, right? It's like they show the gate opening and then they show Mira and Bran standing right outside to trick us. Oh yeah, the lion sigil was behind the throne, but I mean, like in the opening, when you see the little King's Landing model thing, like growing and, you know, with all the towers thing, like the sigil on it was still the Baratheon sigil. Hey Misha, hello. It's okay. Doesn't matter. It's okay. It's just the Patreon chat, so. I mean, if you were worrying about modding, we probably don't need a lot of modding for this one. A recap of everything. Jesus, Christian. My God, we've talked a lot about Arya at the Twins and about the Lannister soldiers and about Ed Sheeran singing a song from the books and about I don't know, Nymeria and what's gonna turn Arya around. Yeah, the gate with the spikes. That's what I'm saying. East Watch by the Sea is yes, where Tormund was going, and that explains to me how Tormund ends up at East Watch by the Sea before Jon goes there, because I thought that Jon was going to come up with the idea of going beyond the wall after he goes to Dragonstone. So after he goes to Dragonstone, he comes back with that idea, and then he would have to communicate it to Tormund, which means that he would have to go back to Winterfell, where I thought Tormund would be. But it looks like Tormund will already be at East Watch by the Sea, so Jon might not have to stop at Winterfell at all, which worries me because I figured that's how he was going to meet with Arya. And if he doesn't make a stop at Winterfell after Dragonstone, I feel like he won't meet Arya. No, he has to meet her. Oh my God. Okay, let me see. Euron was finally the charming, flamboyant psychopath he should be. Yes, Euron was so much better in this one. I loved it. I loved that little back and forth he had with Jaime, and it was perfect. And it's just like, here I am with two good hands, and that smile he gave Jaime, holy crap. I was like, oh, it was so good. I see, Misha. So what happened with Edmure? Yeah, that's another thing we talked about earlier. I am shocked that Arya did not free Edmure. I was 100% sure that she would, and I am really disappointed that she didn't. Yeah, the snow in Snow in Winterfell. Yes. Wait, your name was Mark Joseph, right? Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but we know that Edmure was in season 7, so we will see him later on. Let me see. How did you guys like Sansa? Oh, Misha, good point that the Frey women would let him out. Yeah, his wife must be missing him. Yeah, his wife must still be around there, and if there's no guys around to guard the dungeons, then yeah, his wife could go get him. That's a good point. Yeah, no, Jamie did talk about Edmure being taken to Casterly Rock, but then during the celebration with the Freys, the Walder Frey made it seem like they still had Edmure in the dungeons, at the Twins. I have to rewatch that scene to make sure that those are the dungeons that he was talking about, but yeah, Walder Frey did say that Edmure was in the dungeons. And yes, Edmure would technically be the Lord of the Twins if there's no other Frey to take over. Because we did see a guy who got cast to play the new Lord Frey. So there is going to be another Lord Frey. But he might be a Lord under Edmure. So I mean, like, Edmure will be... Like that word, how do you pronounce that? A vassal? Vassal or a vassal? Vassal? Vassal. That's what the new Lord Frey would be to Edmure, I think. So maybe she did free him. I don't know. I feel like they would have shown that scene to us if she did free him. I don't know. Sansa last night was good. I think she needs to work on her communication skills with Jon. Yes, definitely. They need to meet before they get in front of everyone. Yeah, that's true. They should talk before having those conversations. Oh, vassal. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Fire Sparks. Sansa was giving me the shits, but I did like her cutting Littlefinger short. Yeah, that was good. That was really good. And Littlefinger, holy crap, Littlefinger looks so infatuated with Sansa. My god. Thank you, vassal. Okay, I know. Okay, I get it. Got it. Do you want the name of the only person I know of doing incredible exclusively custom reviews of the show on YouTube? She is not a book person. Whatever she thinks is a spoiler is not to you or me. Okay. Yeah. You mean like the costume designer? Or who do you mean? Davos didn't speak. Yeah, that's true. I didn't realize that. He was there and he didn't say a word. That's sad. Oh, Alex. Okay. Good to know. Hey, Alex. Alright, so... let me see what else there is. Let me see, like, this thing, okay? Let me see if I can actually show you guys this thing. Ha! Hey! Look at that! Look at that! Let's see if we can do something here. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Aha! I was saying, like, do you guys think I should make a video even though I can't edit it properly? Because there's so much I want to say about this episode. Like, there's so much foreshadowing. And you know how I like to connect one scene to the next? And there was so much that they were telling us. I feel they were telling us a lot from the scenes that they put together next to each other. For example, like when they were talking, when Sansa was talking to Littlefinger, and then Littlefinger walks away, and then Sansa is talking to Brienne about Littlefinger, and how, like, you know, they're just talking about him, and then Littlefinger's scene ends when Arya's scene starts. So I feel like they're confirming to us there that Arya will have to do something with Littlefinger's end. I think. Yeah, nice, Alex. Let me see. I think Littlefinger doesn't have much else to do but pursue Sansa at this point. Where else does he go? Cersei is cray. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he has to stay there and try to continue to get Sansa to be on his side. But when Sansa said that he knows what Littlefinger wants, I just figured it was, yeah, he wants me and he wants the throne. So I guess what Littlefinger told her last season was true. Because I was hoping that Littlefinger was just trying to confuse her, like throw her off and still lie to her with what he wants. But it looks like that's actually what he wants. It's just have Sansa as his wife and queen. King's Landing still had the Baratheon stag on the opening. That's what I'm saying. Why did it not have the Lannister sigil? Like, I know that Cersei is technically still a Baratheon from having married Robert, but she's not using that. Like, she is full-on Lannister. She's going full-on Lannister with everything that she's doing. Did you see Littlefinger's face when she was contradicting Jon? Yeah. Oh, yes, he was happy about that. So... Oh, okay, Pecklet Pete. Yeah, if you want to give me the name, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Yes. Okay, fine. I will try to make the video. I will basically make it as easy as possible to make. I might just record like 1 to 2 sentence lines and then just show a picture, like, you know, something really easy to make. Just because it's gonna be so frustrating to not be able to make videos for the next month. So I really want to be able to make something. Hey PJ. Hey, I told you it was at 3 p.m. I posted that everywhere. So I know I didn't post the link early enough, but I was rewatching the episode and took me a while to take down the notes. I thought I was gonna have more time to post the link. But yeah. But I will let you guys know the time, so just be around on the internet around the time. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, later, Emperor. Oh my god, the Palpatine voice is hilarious. Do it. Okay, so seriously think between Arya and Bran, the case to kill Littlefinger will be strong. Yes, I think his endgame is to be the king with Sansa as his wife. Yeah. I think the Maesters would say it's Baratheon regardless of how much she likes her Lannister lion. True. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. She is a Baratheon widow, but I feel like she just doesn't give a fuck about that anymore. But who knows? Oh yes, of course, this is going to be uploaded just like any other live stream, and I will post it. I think you can use the same link that's already on Patreon, I think. If not, I will post a new one. Yeah. No, the 4 p.m. stream is for the entire channel. I didn't want to tell everyone that the 3 p.m. stream was for patrons, although I can make that more public. But I did, like, I posted it in the schedule, the streaming schedule that I posted on Patreon a few days ago. Yeah, that's where it said 3 p.m. So I'm sorry, guys. I will be more clear about it next time. Oh my god, I haven't shown my face in a while. I forgot about that. Okay, but anyways, I was looking at this, and the thing that I was able to read, well, not this one, but the book that Sam was looking at. What I was able to read is something about the Valyrians using dragonglass to decorate their weapons. And then we see the picture of the Valyrian steel dagger, but we know that the dagger's hilt is made of dragon bone. That's what they have said, dragon bone, not dragonglass. So that really confused me. Yeah, here, oh my god, it's not clear enough to see the text. But yeah. I don't know. I didn't understand that, but they do talk about, you can see in the text that, oh my god, I can't find it now, but you can see that it says something about dragon flame, like the Valyrians using dragon flame to melt the stone and make it more malleable, and then that's how they made all their buildings without any joints. But then the show doesn't show that really, because you can tell that the buildings did have joints and different bricks. Anyways, okay, let me show my face again. To the yes, Bran is probably trying to reach the Winterfell tree. We did talk about there being some branches on Bran's thing where he's being dragged on or carried around in. What was that called again? Oh my god, I forget the name. But yes, there were branches on it, and people were asking if they were weirwood tree branches that he could still use to do his green scene. I don't know. Wait, what else did you guys say? Okay. Is it important that Bran said he's the three-eyed raven now, but the original three-eyed raven said somewhere that Bran would have to stay in the tree? He's clearly not staying put. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. I really don't. Maybe that's proof that Bran is a more powerful three-eyed raven than the other three-eyed raven. Maybe Bran can move around while working. But maybe the three-eyed raven was able to move around, and then eventually, just to become more powerful, the ultimate power would be to be stuck to the tree where he has all the knowledge and everything. Yeah, so okay, so the Peg Leg Pete answer makes sense then. Yeah, there's lead. Thank you. And yeah. So yes, that's right. So Bran could stick to that Winterfell weirwood tree. Mira looked god awful. Yeah, she's not doing all that great. But she might start looking better after she gets to Winterfell. Okay, so yeah, Arya as Walder Frey was one of the first things we were talking about. It just makes no sense that she can transform her entire body with just a face, but I guess that's just something for the show. The show is just gonna, overlook that. I think. I feel like it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it must be some sort of, like, if you want some logical explanation to it, I would say that maybe the faceless man putting on a face it also creates an illusion. So it's not like true magic, it's only an illusion. It's like what other people see you as. They see you as the person, and they hear you as the person. So yeah, that's what it may be. That's the only way I can explain it. Bran is the four-eyed raven. Oh my god. What parts do I feel are true to George R. R. Martin? What parts feel are really not part of the George R. R. Martin universe? I feel like maybe reforging Valyrian steel. Like, I feel like they're going to go with that in the show, reforging Valyrian steel, and that may not happen in the books. I feel like that might be fan fiction too in the show. There's a lot of things that people are calling fan fiction in the show. Maybe even like just I don't know, there were other things. What do you guys think is fan fiction and what isn't? Maybe the ice dragon, if we do see an ice dragon. Thank you for coming, Bell Boots. I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, yell at her like glamour. Yes, for the faceless men. It must be like a glamour thing. Yes. And Pecklet Pete said that too, yes. The Euron scene felt really weird. I thought it was great. I mean, it was a bit weird, but I thought Euron did a way better job in this season than last season. I really loved the back and forth with Jaime. So, there's that. Yeah, but damn, I really wanted to look at that other page in the book, but I don't think the quality of this recording is good enough for me to read it. Someone told me that there was something about grayscale in one of the pages, but I didn't see it. Ice spiders? Yeah, that would be amazing. What do you guys think of the white giants? Wasn't that crazy? Did you think that Bran was warging that giant? Because he had that like bluish, whitish eye thing going on, which we also saw on that raven that he was clearly warging into. So I feel like Bran might have been warging into that white giant and looking at things from there, but because otherwise he has to be physically there if it's a vision that, you know, if he's looking at something, I don't know, maybe that's a new power he has. Because for him to be able to see things, and that people believe that might have been happening in the future, because that looked like Wun-Wun. But at the same time, it's probably not Wun-Wun because that's the wrong eye. Like the eye that he had kind of like closed was the left eye, and Wun-Wun got shot in the right eye. So, and people were saying that it would be in the future because Wun-Wun shouldn't be beyond the wall if Bran was looking at something that's beyond the wall. So if they were actually past the wall, then maybe that's why Bran was looking into the future. But yeah, blue-eyed giant, call back to old Nan. Yeah, that too. Yes, Alex. Yes, I was so excited. Oh my god. Call these pants. Yeah, I can't believe Sam has been shoveling shit instead of reading like we thought he had. Yeah, I know. He hasn't had much time to read stuff, and I mean, like, that's I'm assuming just he went there to get trained. Like, he can't just do whatever he wants around there. If he could do whatever he wants, I'm sure he would have been reading all the time. But he has to do things that, you know, maesters in training are told to do. So he has to wait until after he's done all that to read his books. Let me see. Yes, the cat's paw dagger was in the book. And why would it be there? I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out. And I think it might be just because it used to belong to Aegon or something. The text that was around the dagger picture was talking about the Valyrians using dragon glass to decorate weapons. So it kind of gives you the idea that there's dragon glass on that Valyrian steel dagger, but I'm pretty damn sure that they said the Valyrian steel dagger, the hilt, was made of dragon bone. It's dragon bone and Valyrian steel. There's no dragon glass on it, unless it's inside the hilt or something. Or unless the dragon glass that was on it, is so old that it hardened, and then people started thinking that it was dragon bone. Yeah, no, it's not one of many such daggers because Littlefinger did say that it was the only dagger like that in the world. I don't think there will be any other Valyrian steel daggers just because Valyrian steel is so rare as well. Yes, I know Wun-Wun was burnt at Winterfell. The only reason people thought it was Wun-Wun is because of the one eye that he didn't have. But people didn't realize that it was the wrong eye. So yes, it's probably not Wun-Wun. Yeah, Misha, the others aren't even talking to Sam. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the same thing. It's just like new people get the cold shoulder until they're more experienced, probably. Maybe the guys don't make a lot of friends over there. Yeah, PJ, they could have been more in the past. But I feel like, I mean, they're not gonna be able to find. They put that dagger, that specific drawing of that dagger there for a reason. I really doubt that it's because there were more daggers like it. Because if that was the case, they would have to do something with that in the show, and I really highly doubt that they will show more daggers like that in the show. Like, it's something like they would have to find them or something. Like, I feel like they just put it there because it is the dagger that Littlefinger has. It has to be. So it could be something like it belonged to Aegon the First, something like that. And then the dagger is in fact really, really old. So yeah. Did I miss anything? Okay. Do you think that Jorah is going mad? He might be going a little bit mad. I mean, anyone would in that dark room. Holy crap. Yeah, that sucks. The question that's been bugging me is, if every Maester gets a Valyrian Steel link for the higher mysteries, how much Valyrian Steel does the Citadel have? That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you would hope that they would have enough to give to everyone, but where are they getting it? No idea. No idea. Oh yeah, so I've been putting aloe on my sunburn. But yes, okay, we have 4 minutes left of the Patreon stream. Like I said, I will post this later. I will make it visible to you guys, the recording of it. And then at 4, I will switch over to a stream for the entire channel. So you can join there and yeah, and be part of that. And I will make sure to keep an eye out for your names in the chat if you have any more questions. And yeah, very few people get that link. That's true. Not a lot of people are interested in the magic, the higher mysteries of that. True, very true. Well, if they do get the rings made elsewhere, it has to be reforged because no one can make Valyrian steel anymore. So, but again, like there might be more Valyrian steel around in Essos. It's true, and let's say they make the rings in Essos, so they might have Valyrian steel over there that they're reforging into rings. But again, they probably don't need that many of them. Christian, no. Okay, yeah, I read that in a mild British accent. Oh no, Misha, you have to switch computers? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So do we have 2 minutes. Maybe one more question? I don't know. I didn't need to oh man. No. I was talking about a thumbnail. Just needed to make a thumbnail real quick for that other stream, because this one was a Patreon one. But yes, so I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. About the last line, shall we begin? That was intense, right? It was just like, finally, we can actually begin. One in 10? I have to go back and watch that scene again. Oh, okay, Misha, okay. I see. Why was Dragonstone completely empty? Because the writers decided for it to be empty. There's no other reason. There should have been some people left there for sure, but it was completely abandoned. Maybe Stannis needed every single person, but again, there should have been some, like, I don't know, some servants around. But yeah, I feel like they just made that. It was a plot hole, a bit of a plot hole. 10% of all maesters is a ridiculously large number. Yeah, that's true. Yes. Okay. So I gotta switch over now, guys. Thank you so much for joining this stream, and I will see you in the next one. Let's watch episode 2, and I will try to make that really quick video. All right. So let's see. I will see you soon. I will give you the link too. And